This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
What up? This is DC Channel Guns coming at you another gun video. Appreciate you watching, like, share, and subscribe. So I want to appreciate y'all for coming over here. Appreciate all the support and love, people. Appreciate everything that y'all do for the 2A community. I appreciate the new people coming in. We're going to need you people. We're losing people in the 2A community, so we need to have people to replace them. They're making mistakes and stuff every single day. So we're going to need you in the long term. Plus, we got all these laws and stuff we got to fight. Laws that's coming up, laws that's been passed, we got to undo. It's so much we got to do in the 2A community. This is going to be a long fight, people. You're going to have the energy and everything. And I want to appreciate the comments, the energy and stuff. I want to appreciate the new subscribers, the old subscribers to the channel. I thank y'all and everything. Also, I want to give a shout out to y'all that come over here every single day through the good and the bad and ups and downs. Nothing is going to move in a straight line, people. So this is not going to be popular, but it's very serious. You know, I look at some of these popular gun videos and stuff like that. But at the same time, none of that stuff helps out the 2A community pretty much. I'm talking about a lot of this popular stuff. It doesn't, really turns the table when it comes to your Second Amendment or the Constitution, people. I'm talking about, it's a lot of things that, it's not going to be popular, but it's going to be meant to be said, meant to be done. And so right now, we have a huge issue when it comes to stray bullet. A lot of this is not coming from the 2A community. This coming from gun crime and gun violence in your major cities and stuff like that. It is a huge issue. But what I'm seeing is the same more thing when it comes to your politician. You're creating laws, because of stray bullets and gun violence, but you're coming at the law-abiding citizen. This is the problem we've been facing for decades and decades and decades, people. All these laws on the book, every state, town, and city, I don't care where you at, is pretty much going after law-abiding citizens. The ones who are breaking the law are the criminals out there, the gangs and stuff. I'm talking about, you have people who got firearms who don't even have their mindset together. I'm talking about they don't even have their mindset together, but they're around here toting firearms and stuff like that. Now, I got comments and stuff about a stray bullet. What is a stray bullet? It's pretty plain and simple, people. A stray bullet is a bullet that has hit its unattended target. And that's what I'm seeing in the headlines. And just to go over a couple of them, there was an altercation that was a block away. Shots were fired. Now, nobody that was involved was shot. So a block away, the stray bullet hit a young lady who was in a vehicle, hit her in the head, and and also she was pregnant, so she died from this stray bullet. They just one, people. Another one, it was a 13-year-old jumping on a trampoline, was hit by a stray bullet. So I'm talking about, this is a huge problem out there. There's so many articles right now that you have a lot of people are injured and hit by stray bullets. And you have all these shootouts and stuff in your major cities. Your Democrats, the politicians, they the one created this stuff. A lot of your major Democrats who all for some reason keep creating legislation over and over and over, they have not solved the problem, people. A lot of these major cities we got the toughest gun laws. They have not solved the problem. The only problem they're doing is pretty much they're just making it the law-abiding citizen, job more harder, trying to defend themselves out there. That's the only problem that I see that they keep creating out there. They're not solving it. They're just creating another one. And so with all these bills that we go over that you hear all the time on social media, on the news and stuff, it sounds good, people. Trust me. I'm talking about I wish they would work on the criminals and stuff, but they're not working. The criminals are not paying attention to none of these bills, none of these laws. You can't ask a criminal out there about no gun law because he won't know what you're talking about because he's not paying attention to it. But you ask law-abiding citizens, we know all of them. We know all these bills that are coming out now with state and town. We're watching all these ordinances and stuff like that. It only affects us. And so when you have these criminals who got free range out there who, just have disregard for everybody else's life and everything, I think the tables need to be turned, people. They need to start, giving law-abiding citizens more rights. Give us more freedom to defend ourselves and stuff, and stop trying to keep infringing on our Second Amendment and stuff. But this is what's been happening. This is normal. This is normal from the politicians. This is normal from all these laws and stuff that you're seeing. These gun groups and stuff out here who is trying to take your firearms, none of them is in the streets. None of them are on the corner. None of them are already in the hard-hit, gang-related towns and cities and stuff. None of them are standing on the street. They're not doing that. I have not seen videos of none of these organizations from Bloomberg. Bloomberg himself are not on the streets. None of these activists and stuff that always pop on TV every time there's an incident, you know, they want to get up there and talk all this crap about gun violence and stuff. None of them are in the area where all this gun violence is happening. They're never there. They're always somewhere else. They're always not in the vicinity where all these gun crimes and stuff is at. And, you know, but I keep seeing all these articles, all this stuff about preventing gun violence and stuff, but they're not where they need to be at. When you look at Chicago, people, where are the activists and stuff the popular activists that you see always talk about the community and everything? They're not in the heart right down where all this crime is happening in Chicago. They're not there. They're always somewhere else. They're away from it. I'm talking about this is the problem that we're having. And, you know, they're making it seem this to be normal. Now, they can get in the face of the law-abiding citizen, but they can't get in the face of the criminals. They can't face the criminals, people. None of your politicians can face the criminals. Every time they're on TV, who you speaking to? You're not speaking to the criminals. You're speaking to the law-abiding citizen. And you're getting people to go along with these laws and bills and, you know, feel-good bills. It's easy work for politicians now, people. It's easy work. I don't want this turned into a rant, but this is normal. This is what I've been seeing. I grew up seeing gun violence everywhere all the time. And it has not been solved. It has not been solved. It just got worse. Every law that I have seen, you have police departments, some sheriff departments and stuff when it comes to, you know, you got law-abiding citizens who want to get a carry permit or get a pistol permit and everything. They got to go through all the loopholes, the waiting and all this kind of stuff. When you got criminals who pretty much getting guns like it's candy on the street now. They ain't filling out no paperwork. They're not doing none of that. They're carrying a firearm illegally all the time. They're carrying it illegal all the time. So you got states who don't want to pass constitutional carry, such as my state. Like it's a big deal. Like you're worrying about law-abiding citizens carrying firearms when you got criminals are doing it illegally every single day. That's not a big issue. And you talking about, oh, we don't know who's going to be carrying firearms and stuff like, you don't know who's carrying firearms now because they're out there in the streets. You don't even know. So I'm talking about, this is a huge issue, people. And I kind of want to talk about that a little bit and everything because in the headlines, people, you know, every time I see stuff happening, your politicians find a way to just mess it up. A disaster. Another disaster bill. Because what they're doing in the streets, you're taking what they're doing in the streets and applying to law-abiding citizens. That is the stupidest thing I ever seen, people. That is the stupidest thing I ever seen. You don't have law-abiding citizens out here just firing bullets and having stray bullets flying everywhere. You know who's doing it. It's the gangs, it's the criminals and stuff. So I know I just threw a handful of stuff out there at you and everything. Just, you know, just so many articles and stuff that I'm looking at that is ridiculous. Stupid laws that keep coming and everything behind what the criminals and gangs and stuff is doing. I'm talking about, like I said, people, everybody's carrying firearm don't have that mindset. I'm talking about, that is the whole problem. That is the whole problem. They don't have that mindset. And, you know, they're, you know, learning other stuff that has nothing to do when it comes to firearms and everything. And I'm talking about, you know, this stray bullet thing is a serious issue. Too many people getting injured and stuff like that. And with all this gun violence in all these major cities and stuff, why your politicians can't come up with laws to bear down on them areas? Create barriers in them areas to stop the gun violence. Zone in on them areas. Put more officers in them areas. Concentrate on these areas. You can't do it all at one time, but you can do it one at a time. Get the ones who you are after. Create laws for that. But they can't do that. That's too simple, too easy. Just keep coming after law-abiding citizens. The problem's going to persist, people, for decades from now if your law-abiding citizens don't get it, if your politicians don't get it right, people. So this is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one.
This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.